Leonardo DiCaprio, The Biography, by Douglas Wight. Prologue. Leonardo DiCaprio remembers the exact moment when Titanic transformed his life. It came at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. James Cameron's disaster epic was on its way to becoming the biggest movie in history, and DiCaprio, then 23, had a young girl stuck to his leg. The delusional fan, overcome with emotion at finally being able to clap not just eyes on the heartthrob she had only dreamt about, rugby-tackled the actor and clung on for dear life. Amid the chaos and the throng, Leonardo had a moment of clarity, and the absurdity of the situation struck home. "I looked her in the eye," he would later recall, and said, "Whatever illusions of grandeur you have about me, they're not true. I will sit here and I will talk to you. You don't need to cling. You don't need to dig your nails into my leg. It doesn't need to be this." But the girl, who was no more than 14, had other ideas. It was as if she believed that by hanging on there, he somehow wouldn't notice, and she wasn't about to give up such an opportunity without a fight. DiCaprio said, "She just pressed her head against my leg. I said, 'What are you doing, sweetheart?' And she kept clutching. There was just a sort of obsessed look in her eye. She wasn't looking at me, just my leg. I looked at her and I sort of grabbed her face and said, 'Hi, it's okay. No, you can get off my leg. It's fine.' She kept saying, 'No, no, no, no.' And I had to gently prise her hands off." If Leonardo had been in any doubt up until that point that Leo-mania had gripped the world, the most hysterical fan reaction since the Beatles, it was truly confirmed at that moment. Until Titanic became the highest-grossing film in Hollywood history, he was pretty much able to live in blissful obscurity. Quietly, he'd acquired a reputation for risky, challenging roles, and already had an Oscar nomination under his belt for his performance in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. But neither of these factors had sent the girls screaming to his feet. Yet, within months of the movie hitting the big screen, his life was changed forever. He topped a list of the 50 most beautiful people in the world, an accolade that made him groan. You want to be remembered for your work rather than being hunk of the month. Soon it became clear there was nowhere in the world he could go without someone knowing his name. On an environmental pilgrimage in December 2003 to the deepest Amazonian rainforest to meet the Alto Xingu Indians of Brazil with his then-girlfriend, the supermodel Gisele Bündchen, he was astounded when a tribesman instantly recognized him and began chattering excitedly about the man from Titanic. "It certainly follows me," he admitted after that encounter. "I'm not exaggerating. I've been to the Amazon, and people with no clothes on know about that film." Indeed, a few years later he was spotted in a dusty provincial village in Mozambique while filming Blood Diamond. Leonardo has been a tabloid editor's dream celebrity. After Titanic, it was widely accepted he had gone off the rails somewhat, and in June 1998, New York Magazine ran a highly damaging expose on Leo's partying, which didn't put him in a good light. For the first time, he started attracting attention for womanizing and drinking. He made odd movie choices, industry experts insisted, when he might have been making millions, filling multiplexes as the romantic lead. Instead, films like The Man in the Iron Mask and The Beach only made just over $150 million each. Respectable hits by any other actor's standards, but flops when judged next to the $1.8 billion raked in by James Cameron's epic. At the same time as his fee per movie jumped from $2 million to $20 million, he was scorned for dating some of the world's most glamorous women. Even the ones he...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?